Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope that you're doing well. Students uh, who are sitting over here, who have joined us online, I hope that you can hear my voice. आप सबको आवाज आ रही है. I am audible to you. Welcome to English grade 9 students. As you know that in the previous lesson, we introduced unit number 5. We went through all these different students learning outcomes that we will do. Now, today, with our lecture number 1, we have a students learning outcome that talks about vocabulary. It means it is related to words. And you know that words are very much important. You need to understand all the different information that is related to that one word. So let's read the learning outcome today. This is specifically on dictionary or thesaurus or other resource materials. The SLO says that you have to consult general and specialized reference materials. And what are these reference materials that you refer to in case you want any information? They are your dictionaries, your glossaries, and thesauruses. Yes, both in the print and digital form. It means that you need to know that how can you use these resource materials not only in the print form or the hard form, but also in the digital form using internet, different platforms, websites, etc. Now we will be focusing on these two things. Now we will use these materials, these books, to find the pronunciation of a word. Pronunciation means how do you correctly say a particular word, or we can also determine or clarify its precise meaning, its part of speech, or its etymology. So we have a word which we call our entry word. In dictionary term, we call it entry word, and we find the meaning or the definition of that word or term. We can also find how do we say it, what part of speech is it classified in, क्या part of speech है. Sometimes a word can act as a noun, it can also act as a verb or different part of speech. So कहां से ये information मिलेगी आपको? Using the dictionary. And you will know that how you use that particular word, dear students, whether you want to use in a noun or with a verb. And we will also see etymology of our word. Etymology means we will see that how the word came into being. What is the origin basically of that particular word? Where does the word come from? From which language is it coming from, and how did it end up in the English language? So these are all the details that we find in these resource materials. Not only this, but we also find synonyms, similar words, similar denotations, dissimilar denotations, or we can also find associated meanings, or as we like to call it, connotations. All of these details with exemplary sentences, they are easily found so that you know that how do you utilize this word in your speech and in your writing. Now this was a very quick breakdown of our learning outcome. So today, students, I would like to ask you that what information do you think you find in a dictionary? I have with me Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary over here. This is a very comprehensive dictionary with a lot of different words and information, and this is the new 8th edition that we have. All right, we will consult it. Here goes our print medium of dictionary or resources. However, if you don't have this, you can also use it internet, or I would suggest you better to use a proper website rather than just Googling the meaning. For example, you can visit oxfordlearnersdictionary.com You can visit Cambridge's dictionary. You can visit both the American and British dictionaries because there are different words. The diction is different, and so there are some similarities and differences. Now, what information can we find? Yes, the meaning of the word. If it's an English to Urdu dictionary or English to any other language, then we can find what the word is called in that particular language. So the translated meaning, and we can also find how you can define the word. For example, share. The word share, students, it means to actually give something that you own to somebody. This is the definition of the word share. You can also find that how you can use it in a sentence. So we find examples, we find sentences, we can find actually the different language meaning or definitions. We can also find how we can pronounce the word. And what else? Yes. Similar and dissimilar words, we can find the history of that word in a very brief and short form. So these are all the different things that we can find in a dictionary. A thesaurus is also like a reference material, but we mostly find all the similar and dissimilar words like the synonyms and antonyms in a thesaurus. For example, if a word has 10 different antonyms, you can find it in your thesaurus. If a word has 12 synonyms, similar words that you can replace to make your language more interesting, to increase
सर अभी सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही। नो सर अभी भी नहीं आई।
जी देखें, यहां पे वी हैव अ वर्ड एग्जिट। एग्जिट, द प्रोनाउंसिएशन की एग्जिट, एग्जिट। तो यहां पे हम स्ट्रेस देंगे क्योंकि यहां पे हमारे पास अपोस्ट्रोफी मार्क है। और ये क्या है? एग्जिट इज अ नाउन फ्रॉम लैटिन एंड देन आउट प्लस अर टू गो। यहां पे एक हमारे पास डेफिनेशन है लीव। एक मीनिंग है लीव का। एग्जिट का क्या मतलब है? लीव कर जाना, चले जाना। दूसरा मतलब है अ डोरवे लीडिंग आउट ऑफ अ रूम और बिल्डिंग। ये इसका मतलब है कि ऐसा दरवाजा जिसपे एग्जिट लिखा होता है, लेबल किया होता है। यू हैव सीन इन डिफरेंट प्लेसेस, बिल्डिंग्स, स्कूल और सुपरमार्केट्स। वो एग्जिट है कि ये डोर, यहां से आपने बाहर जाना है। तो आप देखें कि एक वर्ड लेकिन डिफरेंट डेफिनेशंस है। इसी तरह आपको पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच भी पता है कि दिस इज अ नाउन, एक्सपेंसिव इज एडजेक्टिव। क्वालिटी बताता है हमें किसी नाउन की या प्रोनाउन की, हमारे सब्जेक्ट की। और लेट्स टॉक अबाउट एटमोलॉजी। दिस इज टेकन, एक्सपेंसिव वर्ड इज टेकन फ्रॉम लैटिन एक्सपेंडियर। इसका मतलब है टू पे। कॉस्टली, हाई प्राइस्ड, एंटोनिम, these are the synonyms. Expensive का क्या synonym है? Similar word है costly, महंगा। हाई प्राइस, जिसकी प्राइस ज्यादा है। और इसका एंटोनिम, डिसिमिलर वर्ड क्या है? इनएक्सपेंसिव, यानी महंगा नहीं है। चीप यानी सस्ता। तो आपने देखा कि एटमोलॉजी क्या है? लैटिन वर्ड से है, एक्सपेंडियर से, जिसका मतलब है पे करना। ऑब्वियसली वी पे फॉर समथिंग, फॉर समथिंग दैट वी बाय। तो वहां से ये एक एडजेक्टिव बन गया। नाउ वी यूज इट एज एन एडजेक्टिव शोइंग क्वालिटी, के कोई चीज सस्ती है या महंगी है, इनएक्सपेंसिव है, चीप है, कॉस्टली है, एटसेट्रा। नाउ in this page we have seen syllables like in the word February, February, February. Now आप देखें कि हर सिलेबल के पार्ट में क्या है? एक वाल आ रहा है। एफ ई बी, फेब में एक वाल है। ई, आर यू में वाल है। यस, ए आर वाई, yes, we have a vowel. So every syllable, in every syllable you have a vowel and consonants. But without any vowel, you cannot break down the word into different syllables. So I hope it is clear. We have different definitions and all these different examples. Guide words, the entry word, we have pronunciation, definitions, etymology, syllables and pronunciation, and also we have so much different things over here. Now, students, I hope that you are aware of vowels and consonants. Now, students, these are not only letters, but they are also in our sounds. For example, आपने अब तक क्या पढ़ा है कि vowels कितने हैं? 5. लेकिन vowel की तो ज्यादा आवाजें हैं। There are 20 vowels according to sound. कैसे? पहला वावल है ए। ए की कितनी आवाजें हैं हमारे पास? एप्पल में ए की आवाज है ए। कॉल में, इफ यू कॉल समबडी, कॉल में ए की आवाज क्या है? ओ वाली। तो इस तरह ए की 4-5 आवाजें, फिर ए की, फिर आई की, ओ की और यू की। तो ये टोटल 20 साउंड्स। ऑलराइट। और बाकी की जो साउंड्स हैं, ख, टी, पी, ये सारी क्या हैं? कॉन्सोनेंट्स। ऑलराइट। तो यहां पे देखें, ये साउंड, ये सिंबल जो है ए और ई जो साथ में कंबाइंड हैं, दिस इज अ वॉल। इट टेल्स अस दैट वी विल कॉल इट बैक। तो ये जो ए की आवाज यहां पे है, किस तरह की है? ए की आवाज। लेकिन यहां पे हम एक और एग्जांपल लेते हैं जिसमें ए है. वेयर इज इट? यस. अब यहां पे ए है. हम आयर तो नहीं कहेंगे, ऑयर भी नहीं कहेंगे, हम कहेंगे फेयर. तो यहां पे ए की आवाज थोड़ी सी लॉन्ग भी है और थोड़ा सा नीचे वाले साउंड की तरफ. फेयर, नॉट फायर. राइट. सो इस तरह डिफरेंट आवाजें हैं वॉल्स की. कॉन्सोनेंट्स की अगर बात करेंगे तो यहां पे बी कॉन्सोनेंट है बक में, ये भी कॉन्सोनेंट है. डेड में डी कॉन्सोनेंट है. अदर में ज की आवाज जो है, ज की, दैट इज द वॉइस ऑफ कॉन्सोनेंट. ठीक है. यहां पे देखें कैब. व्हाट इज द कॉन्सोनेंट? कैब. ख एंड ब. और यहां पे ए कैसी आवाज दे रहा है? कैब की. वी डोंट कॉल इट काब or curb, we call it cab according to the different vowel sounds, and also we have consonant sounds as well. So this is a very important chart. You can take a screenshot, you can save it, and you can practice your pronunciation and your phonetics. Now, when we are talking about etymology, though we have previously explained in the whole page, it is actually the origin and history of a word. Word etymology itself. Etymology. कितने syllables हैं? कौन बताएगा? Who is going to tell me the syllables in the word etymology? At and logia, which means the study of the true sense of any word. Here we have examples like heat comes from the word